Hi, thanks for tuning in to Breaking New Ground, the show that tells you how the Department of Human Settlements is restoring our people's dignity by providing them with quality homes. I'm Eric Mieni. Our freedom was not free. Many sacrificed their lives so that we can all call this country our home. Sadly, 20 years since the dawn of this democracy, many of those who made these sacrifices remain destitute without a roof over their heads. Thankfully, this situation is finally being addressed through the collaboration of landowners, building contractors, banks, and the government, to name four. Today, some of these collaborators have come together with the Minister of Human Settlements, Minister Sisulu, to volunteer their time, efforts, and resources to build our deserving veterans some houses.
I'd like to welcome all of you who are here. I wish you a very pleasant day in ensuring that we can provide our three beneficiaries a very decent set of houses by the time that they are coming in here. We're going to ask all of you, please chip in and make sure that we can put the necessary grass to make sure that we can paint. When they come in, it is a house that is worth living in. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Minister, last time we spoke about what the Department of Human Settlements is doing for military veterans. How does it feel to be on this side, to be putting up a brick, painting, and knowing where these houses are going?
Well, actually, I was, quite emotional when I heard the old lady there, the 87-year-old who's been in exile, has not had a house, thanking government for what they're doing for her. She's been in exile and she has come back. She doesn't have a house. She's been living with her children, and she says it's very tough living with your children because you know that it's not your house. And now that she will be moving into her house, for the first time, she will be owning an owner of a house, and I think it doesn't speak very well of us having taken so long to give an 87-year-old a house. I would like to see this project completely finished and have all of them in one place and see how they feel about living together.
How big is the project of housing military veterans?
We have a database of 6,000 which has been verified, and we hope that we will have finished that by 2017. In fact, we could finish that quite early. The problem with this project is that we have to find suitable land in the various provinces where we live. Not only suitable land, but land where we can bring them together, because our intention is to make sure that they form a community. We build a community of military veterans with all the facility that they need. So there's quite a lot of work also to be done in persuading them to leave where they are, to come and live with other military veterans. But so far in this one, we haven't had much difficulty.
Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Every cause needs its champion. There are very few people who have fought more tirelessly for the rights of military veterans than Deputy Minister of Defense and Military Veterans, Deputy Minister Mapatswe. Thank you for the time, and thanks for coming on BNG.
Thank you, sir.
Let me start with the significance of changing the name of the Defense Department from Department of Defense to Department of Defense and Military Veterans. What is the significance of this shift?
The significance is that now that there is a standalone department which has got its own DG, which has got its own budget that looks after the plight of the military veterans.
Now tell us about today. It seems like quite a happy occasion somewhat. We're in Flairhof. How could you tell us what this day means for you guys as military veterans?
Look, as military veterans, we are very happy. You know, one thing that is important in life is that you must have food, shelter and housing. So one of the things that we are going to have here for our military veterans, it's shelter that we have been really looking for a long time.
Why is it so important to say we have to move these people specifically to the front of the list of housing, and we have to cater for them now?
Look, when we have been in war for the past years up to 1990, when the armed struggle was suspended, when we came back to the country, there was no houses for us. It was everybody for himself and God for us all.
What's your message to military veterans going forward?
Our message is that we have got a slogan that we normally use to say, Maslunge into Zama Commander Maslunge. Now we are no more saying Maslunge, we are saying Zulungele into Zama Commander Zulungele. That ultimately when you have houses, you change the life and the behavior of our own military veterans. It serves as a source of counseling at the same time.
I would guess the slogan now is no one is left behind.
No, yes, we're not going to leave anyone behind. We are working with our military veterans. That is why we're strengthening the structures of the South African National Military Veterans Association to make sure that everywhere where they go, they look for military veterans. We still have military veterans who are still sleeping under the bridges. We are making sure that we prioritize them.
Maslunge, thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.
We can fight to house our military veterans. We can give sweat equity to build the houses needed. But none of this matters without strong financial support. Sevenati Yaganye represents the FNB, a very strong financial support to this flare-off project for military veterans. Thank you for your time, Sevenati.
Thank you very much, Eric.
Could you start off by telling us what your involvement as FNB is in this project?
All right. Human Settlements approach FNB with an opportunity to partner in order for us to create socially and economically viable societies. Much more importantly, to be integrated. We couldn't refuse to stand up on that opportunity, so we grabbed it by both hands.
Now, in terms of the military veterans specifically, what are you guys doing?
The structures, that is brick and mortar, have been put in place by other partners. So as FNB, we've undertaken to make sure that each and every one of these houses that are going to be built are going to be fully furnished with modern day utilities.
How does it feel just being here today?
It is with great honor and pride for us to participate that. We actually brought out the entire volunteers team to be part of this event.
Thank you for joining us on BNG.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Watching a house being built, knowing that it is for one of the most deserving amongst us, is truly inspiring. When we come back, you'll meet some of the veterans who deserve this the most. Don't go away. While the houses were being completed over a 2-week period, we decided to visit one of these deserving military veterans in their current environment. Mr. Gasel, thanks for having us in your current home here.
I also appreciate it.
So tell us about how you ended up living here, Mr. Gasel.
No organization who couldn't do everything for us. So we had to look for our own accommodation. So we were from the camps, and organization looked after us for all these years. Now when we came home, we're supposed to go back to our families, and my families were smashed. So I looked around, and I found a company that called JOSCO, Johannesburg Social Housing Company. I approached them, and they were happy to give me accommodation. So they told me about this flat, and they took me here, and I liked the place. It was cool.
How many are you living in the house right now?
Yeah, in this house, no. There were four of us. My mother-in-law, who is a bit sick, you know, and my wife, my daughter, and my granddaughter were 4.
Tell us about the area, Kliptown. What's it like living here?
I think I'm okay, but I'm not happy. Because place is not mine, and I'm being bled by rent and all that.
So in this place you were renting?
I'm renting, yeah.
Okay, and that has been a bit of a strain maybe?
Well, when we came here, the list was reading that after 4 years, we'll be free to own the place. And the people, they failed us, and they never came up with their promises. So we kept on paying, as we are still paying now, because there's nowhere to go else.
And so now you're going to be moving to a place you own?
I'm going to move to a place that I've got a lease on, my own place now.
How does that feel?
Well, I'm happy because at least you've got your own place. As time goes on, perhaps I'll give a permission of extending the little space that is still free.
And I would imagine taking away the rent is a big relief for the family.
Well, the organization is seeing that free lights and free water, which is wonderful. So I'll be able to, with the few cents I've got, I'll be able to look after the family.
Yes.
I'll be free.
Yes. Yes.
Financially free for this, to maintain this place.
Yeah, that must feel wonderful, no?
I would be very, very happy, man. I feel real free.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you. We hope the new house brings you loads of happiness.
And one other thing, new friends too.
Don't go away. After the break, we'll show you how much it truly means for these deserving people to have homes of their own. Welcome back to the excitement of day 18 of a military veterans build. Today, 3 of the oldest veterans that the Department of Human Settlements could find will be receiving their homes. And note, I said homes, because they'll have everything, as we'll show you later. This would not have been possible without the participation of a number of sponsors, which include Calgro M3, which donated the land on which these houses will be built. Joining us today on Breaking New Ground is the Executive Director and Founder of Calgro. Derek, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Eric. Nice to be here.
You're sitting on a chair that one of the military veterans will be sitting on for the rest of their lives going forward, unless they change it, of course, in the house that your company built. How does it feel?
It feels great. We're quite honored to be involved in the Veterans Program and construction.
How did you guys come upon the idea of, donating land is quite a thing, no?
It is. We had a meeting with the Minister to discuss projects and just to introduce the Fleurhof project to her. We developed the Fleurhof project basically on her BNG principles and model that she implemented in her previous term as Minister of Housing. And while we were going through the project, discussing what's all available and what do we do here, she asked us if we could make available some stands for the military veterans.
Now, from the department's perspective, it's like a thank you, in a sense, for these people for having contributed what they have towards this democracy.
Correct.
What does it mean for you doing this?
It means for us the same. The military veterans came through a tough time, and a lot of them are living in very poor conditions. So we hopefully that this project will uplift their lives and bring a special aspect into their lives living in a home.
Well, it's a beautiful thing, so thank you for joining us on Breaking New Ground.
No, thank you for having me.
The first 3 houses to be given to our military veterans are complete. Now, you need to understand where this started, what work went into it. If you look over there, you'll see it's quite a wild kind of terrain. So they have to first clear it. So you're going to bring graders in to make it look like this so that it's ready for the foundation. That's a lot of work. And then they're going to move, bring in the concrete and lay the foundations. Directly after that, the builders will come and the walls will go up. Now you might think when this is done, they're just gonna get 4 walls and some kind of cold structure. I have to take you through the house and the interior just so you can see, because it'll blow your mind. When we go inside, you'll see what we mean when we say human settlements is restoring our people's dignity by giving them quality homes.
We stand here as the Department of Military Veterans, absolutely honored for an occasion such as this year. We salute you and we say thank you, and God bless you and enrich you as we walk together to the rest of the provinces.
The message we're sending to all our military veterans is your time has come, long overdue, and we're terribly sorry it took us so long to get here, but we're here now, and we will be making sure that you're properly housed, you're properly looked after, and we are able as a country to say to you, we are very grateful for the work that you have done. Ladies and gentlemen, having said that, I now want to invite you to go and view the houses that we are going to give to our military veterans, fully furnished.
With me on Breaking New Ground is Mama Lubemba, who is now a recipient of this first house. Molo, Mama.
Volunteered.
Injani lendlu?
Oh, selimilo. Yokubonga. Nothando endifumeneyo. Ngexesha ndisaphilile. Ngoba abanye abasaphefumula basathethi. Ndisho abantwana bami abaninzi sebelele. Uthixo kanti undigcinele le mana ndiyifumeneyo namhlanje.
Siyabulela ube nathi apha uMfundisi.
Ewe tata.
The second of our veteran recipients is Ntate Gasela. Welcome to the show, Ntate.
I'm highly elated and highly happy. What is happening today, it's as if it's my birthday.
Wow.
Now for the first time, I got a place I can call my own.
Wow.
I'm highly elated.
You have helped liberate this country. How do you feel about it now?
I'm happy now my kids and my grandchildren were living in a free country. It's a wonderful feeling. And I wish almost all of us would be getting that feeling. All of us who have felt that we are just dumped and forgotten.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Breaking New Ground, and enjoy your home.
Yeah, I'm home and I'm happy. And now I've got people like you who got time to listen to what I tell them. I think that I never knew it will ever happen.
Thank you. Now joining us is the Government Stakeholder Relations Manager for Plascon, Sylvia Khatebe. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Eric, and how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How does it feel to be here today as Plascon?
Well, it's wonderful. I think it's a wonderful opportunity that we've been given by the minister to actually partner in this particular project, and we're quite excited.
So are you guys only on the 3 or on the project of 153 houses?
We are on the whole project of 153 houses, but in this particular instance, we gave this 3 as a donation.
Okay, and your donation ends there?
Well, it depends.
Okay, so what does it mean for you and human settlements in terms of relationship?
We find our relationship with this particular department, human settlement, really a correct, humane thing to do. I don't think that as private sector we can fold our hands and watch things go by. We actually really have to be active participants of what government is trying to achieve.
Thanks for joining us on Breaking New Ground.
Thank you so much, Eric.
Another one of the sponsors here at the Military Veteran Development is Sunflower Renewable Energy, which was founded by the Makatso Mutiane. And welcome to the show. You're here, yes.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you.
Tell us about Sunflower Renewable Energy.
Sunflower Renewable Energy is a manufacturer where we do manufacturing of solar products. We've got 6 products that are listed on the ESCOM supplier database, and they're all SABS approved.
Tell me about your involvement specifically with the Veterans Project here. What have you done up to now, and how are you moving forward with it?
When we heeded the call from the ministry about breaking new grounds, I just felt that it's good for the company to be part of this and to pay a contribution to what our military veterans have contributed to our country as a whole.
Are you excited about the human settlement rollout over the next 5 years?
I am thrilled. I think it's something that is achievable. I think that we are going to turn heads, and this is something that can be done. It can be realized. So I'm very proud to be part of it.
Marky, thanks for joining us on Breaking New Ground.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with it. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for watching Breaking New Ground. We hope that this episode has given you a good idea of what the different departments in government, the private sector, and ordinary citizens are doing to improve the lives of our military veterans. Join us again in the next episode when we look at the human settlements in Daba to be held in Sentin, Johannesburg.